Hello guys, welcome to another video. So today I want to go over all the games here, what I like about them and what I don't like about them. So let's start with Rayman Legends Definitive Edition. Very cheap game, price wise, but the level design and everything about it is top notch. The music, everything. A lot of people have said the music in this game should be in films, and I agree. I've not played it for a few months now because I've had these two games to occupy me. But even then, I would still recommend this game, and plus I do have that issue with my Joy-Con when it works properly and sometimes don't. So this is partially why I don't play this game much anymore. What I don't like about it, I don't know. It's just some of the modes are on there I don't feel they're needed, like this football type thing and like the online stuff, which ain't really much at all. But yeah, it's just I think the biggest criticism of this game is probably this the and the Kung Fu. Kung Fu is actually kind of fun to play, but I just don't think it's needed. And honestly, I don't think Rayman needed a new game. Well, it's not really new. It does have all of the old levels and such. But overall, I think this is my least favorite game I own in the Switch universe anyway. But even then, it's still a very good game, very reasonably priced. But it's just not my favorite to play, even though it does its main role as a platformer really well. Then we have Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. So there's a lot to talk about this game. Levels are actually very fun, but strangely enough, the level before the and the final boss, Kang, and when you go against Korvac, is actually harder than the final boss. That don't make sense to me. All Korvac does is spam you constantly with laser bolts, and it's the most enraging level I have ever played, apart from one level on the Lego Clone Wars game, the and the Malastare level. That level's enraging, but the second to last level on this game is also very maddening. It makes you rage. But then apart from that, the character selection is very good. There's a lot of characters which I've never even heard of, and the huge explorable world is amazing. You can go everywhere from medieval England to Sakar and the Hydra Empire. It's just a very fun universe to play on. Custom characters can be made, and it's just an overall fun game. What I don't like about this game, I would say, is that Kang's voice gets very annoying. The Kang announcements, but you can destroy the speakers in a mission. And there's like two I haven't found yet, and there's one glitch on the medieval England map, which where you go against enemies, but the final enemy always phases out or simply vanishes, so you can't actually beat those group of enemies to complete the mission, which is very enraging. I won't lie, but overall, this is a very good game, and I played like over 70 hours of this, I believe, compared to 5 hours on that game. Now we get into Smash Bros. Ultimate. Where do I start with this game? Huge selection of characters, amazing stages, amazing music. I don't really think I have any faults with this game. It's just at times I'm like, how does this attack overpower this attack? That don't make sense to me at times. And plus spamming, especially with Pikachu, Pichu, Lucas, or Ness, or Falco, or anything like that. Spamming is probably the worst thing about this game. Oh, and Robin's arc fire makes me so mad. But apart from spamming, this is one game which I really struggle to fault. any means. It's just that it gets a bit boring playing on your own, especially when you played over 200 hours of it, like I have. This is why when I only had these three games, I wasn't really playing on the Switch much. But anyway, this leads me on to the newest edition, Fire Emblem Three Houses. Where do I start with this masterpiece? The cutscenes are incredible, the voice acting is on point, and each character has their own distinct backstory, own distinct voice and personality, and you just really start to get attached to everybody in your house, even outside your house as well. It's like I'm in the Blue Lines with Dimitri or Fargus, and I didn't really think I would enjoy the whole Sims part of this game where you have to train your students for battle and everything, have tea parties and all of that. But honestly, it's so fun. My only little criticisms with this is that I find it annoying that you can't level all your characters up at once. It's like I've got one who's on, I've got Byleth on level 20, and then I have one called Ingrid who's on like level 9, and I've had to start doing strategies where I weaken opponents and have her and the weaker characters finish them off, so then I can actually level up the characters. And plus, I really hate the tea parties. I know they have to be done at times, but I really hate the tea parties. And why, when it's people's birthdays, why can you only gift them flowers? Even the males, even the more cold characters, you can only give them flowers. But I think my favourite part, apart from the fighting and the storyline, is Garrick Muck Monastery, which you can see in the back. It's so big. There's so many distinct areas. Like you can go into the private chapel, the dorm rooms, which you, of course, certain areas you have to unlock, and then you unlock the massive cathedral, which is across a bridge. That's the backdrop of the Garrick Monastery stage in Smash Bros. And honestly, that's my favourite part in the game, I think. It's just the music. I know it's choral and everything, but it's just medieval. And this is set in like 1160 or 80, something like that, nearly 1,000 years ago. And you also learn a lot about Byleth, who turns from a mercenary into a professor. Which one did I go for though? Female or male? I went for the male, but Byleth. But yeah, this is one of my favourite games right now of all time, and I'm hooked. I'm hooked on this game. Like, oh my god, I can't stop playing it. And this is a bold thing for me to say. I'm a huge Potterhead, meaning I'm an obsessed fan with Harry Potter. But I would rather go to Garrick Muck Monastery than Hogwarts at this moment in time. Choosing something over Hogwarts to visit from a fictional universe never happens. So Fire Emblem, you have won my heart, and Flynn, thanks a bunch for this suggestion. So go and subscribe to Ashamed Dragon, and also to Aaron for actually introducing me to Smash Bros. Ultimate when you got it, and also for buying me this on my birthday. So go subscribe to Ignite the Fire. And who bought me this? I bought myself this. I'm still happy with the purchase, but it's just not a game I play. So which one is my favourite? Oh my god. Which one is my favourite? Definitely this one, and I'm really torn between these two. Get out the frame, jeez. But I'm really torn between these two, because these two games are just so good. Especially this one with friends. This is more a sit down, dedicate your time kind of game. This game's more casual play with your friends. Stay out the frame. And yeah, I would say this one because you can play it with friends and that, but this one, for my love of history, the music and everything within it, and plus it's a game which I can just sit down, focus on, and just lose myself in the experience. So these two are definitely my top games I own. If you want me to go through my Wii games, then let me know. But yeah, Switch. These games are a huge success, even though I have varying opinions on them, and you won't be disappointed buying any one of these. So I highly recommend every single one of these. I would say Fire Emblem is more for the more mature players though, because there are some quite dark moments in there. Some which I have uncovered, and others which I'm sure which will happen since it's war. But anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace, guys.